Okay guys, I am in craft mode. There's my boot that I hauled not too long ago. This is the color I wanted to spray paint it because it matches the second little boot that I hauled, but there's not a lot in there. And this is also a hammered metal, but it's darker, and we're just gonna go for it. We're gonna try this one and see if I have enough for it. Alright, there he is, and if you look close, you can see how it dries modeling. It dries all mottled. I'm going to let her dry. Hopefully it doesn't get wet between me and little dude's water hose fight. But before my participating in a water hose fight, I want to plant my two little aloes. I came out here to get my little trolley thing. And with all the rain we've been having, I forgot I had this pot back here. This non-drainable disaster of a pot. And it's full of water and skeeter larvae. And a few skeeters. Just fantastic. Let me dump it. Just a FYI, standing water will create skaters. We already have to deal with COVID. We don't want to deal with West Nile. Y'all see the larva squiggling around in there? I will tell y'all something. If you guys have goldfish or betas, they love eating these. These are a delicious snack for them. When I had betas, I used to come out here and scoop them up. I would intentionally leave a small pot and I would check it every few days, and I would scoop out the larva and feed it to my fishes, and they loved it. But I don't have any fish and this is dangerous, so let me dump it. Okay guys, this is probably going to be a horrible, terrible idea, but y'all remember this little thrifted basket? I wasn't sure what I wanted to do with it, but I now know I want to plant my little aloes in here, and probably two in a basket is not a good idea. You know what? I'm just going to do one. I'm just going to do one in case disaster strikes. I don't want to have to dig up both of them. Well, yeah. I'll just do the one. I don't know. But anywho, I've lined the basket with a little $99 only bag, and I have filled it with all of these little pebbles for drainage. Drainage would have been awesome if I wanted the water to go through the wooden part of it, but I don't want to because it's going to ruin it. So I'm going to fill the bag up with soil on top of my pebbles in here and plant, got my Miracle Grow soil over here, plant my aloe. I don't know if I'm going to do both, so we'll see. The other two aloe that I got at Walmart are in terracotta pots, and all I've ever heard is to plant in terracotta. But the terracotta pots that I have now that I killed stuff from, or killed stuff in, are kind of small, and I want to give some chance for roots to grow, you know? But I'll see what the roots look like on one aloe before I stick another one in here. But I'm going to fill this up pretty much to the top of the bag and stick my aloes in. I'm thinking, you found an ant pile? Yeah. Drown them. Okay. I kind of think I should have lined it with a clear bag because this is going to look kind of tacky. But as usual, the plans in my head sound amazing. And then when I put them into action, it's not so much. But it's nice and filled up to the level. I'm about to. Look at that. Poor babies. Poor babies. Let me loosen up some of these roots. Look at this. Hold on. Let me let little dude spray the roots and then I can repot. They are super long and they were really compacted. So yeah, I'm just going to put in one. I'm just going to put one in the pot because that's going to be too much competition if that other one has this many roots. So just for now, just to get a little more growing, I will put it in this pot just to see how pretty it'll look. I like to mix the soil from the original planting in with the dirt I'm going to repot it in, but there ain't none. There's hardly any. It's just friggin' roots. But, alright, here we go. Dig me a little hole in the center. Drop that little bad boy in there. tamp it down a little. Okay. Yeah, it would have been much better to have done a clear bag, but hindsight being 2020 and my not knowing what the heck I'm doing out here with plants causes this kind of doohickery. But anywho, there we go. He's nice and planted. Nice and firm. Ew, I am hating that white bag. Maybe if I can tamp it down. Or I could cover it with a little soil. I don't know. But let me show you. Oops, let me show you what she looks like. He, she, whatever. So here's what he's looking like. I gotta get in here and spray that mud out. I'm thinking about looking around the yard to see if I can find some rocks or stones just to lay down here and cover this white thing, because it's ugly and I didn't want the water seeping through onto my floor, because this is going inside and ruin the little wood. So that's that one. I still have to repot this one. I need to find a pot big enough, but I'm gonna try and make this one look gorgeous before I take it in. You guys, look at my jalapenos. Look how tall they are. Let me do this real quick before you spray. Look how tall they are. I saw a little flower. Here it is. Little flower bud on this one, and I am told, and I have read, and I have learned that it'll flower when right before actual peppers grow in. So I'm super excited. But look at this bad boy. After our last rainstorm, it tilted over. That's the only reason I have the wasp and hornet up. I may put a little trellis or do like one of them little DIY popsicle stick plant thingies. You're wet. Ah! That plant is still doing very well. Here's my other little jalapeno. This is the one that I snapped one of the rainstorms. I snapped part of it off right here. And I was all heartbroken because it was growing so good. But since that break, look at everything that's grown. So I'm excited. I don't know what I'm doing. Y'all know this, but I'm happy about it. I just wanted to show y'all the progress. When I bought them, remember, they were like down to there. I'm propping this one up too. They were this small when I got them at Walmart. So I must be doing something right. Yay. Okay, I decided to go ahead and repot this little one. I have not found any rocks for that one. I may go to the park tomorrow and see if there's anything interesting out there. I did find this pot that I had my mint in. My mint died, you guys. I swear I lose Latina points for that, because every Mexican woman I know that grows mint. There's not an issue. There's no problem. But I killed my mint. Oh, this one's not too bad. The roots are a little thinner, and there's actually more soil than root. So I may be able to do this without the help of my little water hose kid back there waiting on me to... Oh yeah, these are loose. He's waiting on me to come play. Oh, anywho, y'all looking at my chicken wings. So let me go ahead and dig me a little hole in here. Drop this little one in there. Make it nice and comfy. And call it a day. What? It went out of control. The water hose went out of control? Yes. Okay. So I think this little guy is ready to be let be. I think I have it deep down enough. I don't know. He's kind of loosey-goosey. Let me see if I can go down a little further. There we go. Ah, perfect. Perfect. So there's this one. We'll see how they do. I wanted to have them... Oops. Y'all took a nosedive. Okay. I wanted to have them inside, which is why I wanted to have them in a prettier pot. So this little guy might end up outside. That one I want to try inside just to have... in case I ever burn myself trying to do a cooking video for you guys. But anywho, we're done out here, plant-wise. I'm going to go get sprinkled because it's hot. And my neighbors are probably looking at me like I'm cray-cray. But I'll see y'all in a bit. Okay. Post aloe vera planting and post water hose fighting, I came across my two little repotted Christmas cactuses that are soaked through because of the rain we had. The last few days, I mean, soaking wet. And I'm not going to wait until the sun dries the soil because I could get root rot. I don't know much, but I know that. So I am going to, oh, and it smells terrible. I just pulled it out. It stinks. So yeah, it absolutely needs to be repotted. Are the roots even okay? Are the roots dead? I hope not. Because they were doing real good out here. I put them outside and they were getting new growth and they were doing real nice, but I don't know. They look kind of bad. The roots are pretty short and they're kind of gross. I mean, the soil is pretty black and gross. So I'm just going to repot. They're not mushy like some can get, but when I tell you, they stink. Okay, they smell like broccoli and asparagus cooking at the same time. So I hope I don't damage them more than I help them. But I'm definitely going to repot these real quick. It's so nice out here. I got a tickle in my throat though. It doesn't hurt. It just feels real weird when I swallow. And it started immediately after I started getting doused with the water hose. So I'm hoping it's just something associated with that and not what we're all worried about. Because, yeah, I'm scared of that thing. So I'm just going to put this in some dry soil and hope for the best. I didn't mean to kill it, but it's kind of stinky. And I think it needs some help. So, sorry. Yeah, like y'all are interested in seeing my soaking wet boiled egg looking head. But, yeah, I'm sitting there playing and I noticed as I was running from the water hose that these were soaking wet. I mean, they were full of water. So there's that one. Hopefully it does okay. This one's gonna stink too, I'm sure. This one wasn't as soaked. It's not dripping disgusting. But yeah, it stinks. And that's a lot of soil. But it's stinky. Oh, speaking of stinky, when I emptied that water pot, that flower pot that had the water in it, I was talking about mosquitoes. It smelled really, really bad. It smelled like butt. It smelled like poop. Y'all want to know why? Because there was a big pile of dog poop not 12 inches away from the flower pot. And I'm sure that came from the neighbor's dog, Talon, who was hanging around in my yard the other day because I don't have dogs. So there should be no poop in my yard. So, hi, Bebes.
Yeah, is your car still unlocked?
Yeah, should be. Why?
I forgot my minifigure.
Okay, go get it. I'll be right back to sprinkle some more. The sun has set. We have managed to get all the plants watered while we're out here playing. Two birds with one stone kind of thing. Oh, my throat's starting to not feel right. But anywho, so here I go. I'm going to repot this one. And hope for the best with this little guy too, because he's stinky. He's super stinky. It does look like there's like little webs, like spider webs on it. So there we go. There we go. A repotted Christmas cactus. Now I am going to put this away, go rinse off my hands. I love working with the dirt one-on-one. I don't care about the gloves. But I'm going to go rinse off and have a few more dousings. And then we are going to order a pizza and have a movie night. I'll see y'all in a bit. My new little pots have made it outside. I cleaned the inside out. I hot glued the eyeball back in. This is a little votive fishy I thrifted not too long ago. Oops, I just don't know what to put in the little pots. So until I do, they're going to be out here just for display. Oh, the tub that I found at Goodwill is here among my little cluster of plants. I don't know what I want to plant in it. I was thinking sweet potatoes because I love the vines that grow out of a sweet potato. But I just want something green. Flowers I kill. I just want something easy to handle that likes sun, because right here gets a lot of sun. That doesn't need too much drainage. I have to put stones at the bottom because this sucker does not leak. When I thrifted it, it had a little sticker in it that said does not work. I assumed that it leaked. No, it didn't, because all the rain filled it up and I had to empty it. So I'm hoping to dry that soil out. And this is soil from the plants that I killed that I dumped into this to repurpose it. But I want to plant something pretty in there. I thought it looked nice nestled among the things that haven't died. Hola! We are back in. We are stuffed full of pizza. And we were going to settle down to watch a movie, but I thought, let me do a quick Dollar Tree haul because we went to the Dollar Tree waiting on our pizza. Pizza Hut is right across from Dollar Tree. And I called it in too late, and it was going to be about 20 minutes. They said maybe even 30 because there had been a lot of orders. So I was like, we're literally 5 minutes away from that area. So we went ahead and stopped in before they closed. We had like about 30 minutes and hit pay dirt. Okay, so the plan was pizza and a scary movie. We were just gonna scroll Netflix or watch one of our scary movies. We've watched a whole lot, but you guys, when I tell you, there were some scary movies there. The Gift with Jason Bateman, Rebecca Hall, and Joel Edgerton, a modern day Fatal Attraction. Probably not something I'll watch with little dude, but I remember it had gotten really good reviews, even certified fresh by Rotten Tomatoes. And Rotten Tomatoes don't like nothing. So I got that. Music box. Never heard of it, but this little 6-year-old finds a music box in her auntie's home after her parents die tragically. She opens it and a demon pops out. So that sounded interesting. I don't think it's rated. It's not rated, and I don't like when they're not rated because that's how I judge whether little dude's gonna watch it or not. Like I said, he watches scary and gross because he knows the difference, but I'm not ready for any nudity or anything like that, or sexual things happening. I'm not ready for him to be exposed to that yet. I'm hoping with the 6-year-old in the movie there ain't none of that mess in there, but I'm gonna try and Google and see what the non-rated version does. Has on there. He's Out There is a movie that we've watched a lot on Netflix. This movie is so good, you guys. It's still on Netflix right now. So stinking good. And I think what makes this even more scarier is that the villain is out and about during the day doing horrible things, and that just makes it more scary. And the fact that he's not a monster, it's a person, is even more disturbing because there are real human monsters out there. And then this, I could not friggin' believe we found. Little dude has been Googling scary dolls for movies. We had been Googling ever since Annabelle and Chucky and all that. And he came across this doll called Robert the Doll. Another doll that supposedly was haunted, much like the Raggedy Ann that they depict in the Annabelle movies. There is a Robert the Doll in a little sailor suit, and if you Google it, you'll see he's kind of cute, but he supposedly was haunted. So of course Hollywood makes the doll scary for, ratings or whatever, to attract people. But little dude had been telling me about Robert the Doll, and I'm like, I've never even heard of Robert the Doll. Supposedly there was a movie, Robert the Doll 1 and 2. It's Robert and the Curse of Robert. And this is it. I mean, just the fact that it's some random doll and movie that we've never heard of. It does have kind of like a cult following, though. I mean, he's been fascinated with the history, and we've been Googling the history, and like, oh my goodness, it's another friggin' Annabelle. And to find a twofer of this random movie at Dollar Tree, I'm like, I think it was meant for us. This one is also not rated, so I'm going to have to Google before we settle down to watch. But I'm up for it. It got, it's gotten good reviews, so based on true events. So we're going to watch that if appropriate. I got some placards for both bathrooms because your girl's lazy and don't want to be running up and down the stairs wherever I plant myself to brush my teeth. So I got 2 plackers. I got these shoe liners for when you don't want your socks to show. They're really nice and thick, which I thought was cool for Dollar Tree. I mean, you can find good things at Dollar Tree, but I've never seen these, and usually they're kind of thin. I think these would be good for like tennis shoes. So I got some pink and blue ones. And never one to be able to resist a cute sock. I got another set of socks. These have little polka dots. And this is little corgis. And if I could have my choice of doggy, hi curly cute, I would want a corgi. I love their little butts. I think
thought
they're
you were
adorable.
gonna straighten my hair.
Why are we going to straighten it right now? We're just going to go to bed.
Well, I mean tomorrow.
I can straighten it tomorrow.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
He stayed with me this weekend. He hadn't mentioned wanting to go with his dad, and I think his dad was working because his dad didn't call till around 6 or 7, and we were still outside causing chaos with the water hose. But I asked him once I saw that his dad had called, hey, do you want to go? And he's like, no, he wanted to stay here, watch movies, have pizza. Anywho, I found a highlight and contour cheek duo by Hard Candy. Dollar Tree's been getting a lot of hard candy. And I thought that the colors, I don't even know how to open this thing. Oh, it's taped. I thought that the colors would be complementary to my face. You guys, I want to do a get ready with me. Not even a get ready with me. Just like a full face of makeup. Just to see, 1, if I can still do it. And 2, just for something different. Okay, so it's a twist. You twist it up like a nail polish. Is this powder? Is this cream? Oh, it's a cream. It's a cream duo. Highlight and contour. Highlight and contour. I want to play around with this, you guys. I'm going to have to do a full face of makeup. Like I said, just to see if I still know what the heck I'm doing. Oh, I'm trying to put the top on backwards. Hello. That's kind of neat. I like that. You just swipe and then just blend in. Cool. That'd be fun. Found some Kingsford garlic and herbs all-purpose seasoning. This is in the Tuscan style. I figured a little sprinkle on some pasta should be good. Don't need it, but this is one of the brushes that I had wanted and didn't want to pay $3 for it because I'm cheap, or $6 even at Target. And they had it for $1. It's a sculpting face brush. So I'm like, hello. What an awesome duo. And then I just grabbed another one of the black angled contour brushes because I really like these. They're nice and thick and you can get all up in here really nice. So I got that. And then I picked these up. I have a few people in mind for these. I just couldn't resist them. I thought they were absolutely adorable. And I know some people that have had babies recently. And one of my most favorite things to do with both of my kids was to read to them and then have them read to me as they got older. I loved it. It was like so much fun, and it was our downtime, and it was just a good end to a day, you know? And they had 6 of these, and I thought these were the cutest ones that weren't too wordy, that weren't too, oh, y'all are trying too hard to be deep for a child's book. Let it be cute, let it be sweet, let it be simple. Let the kid get it. So of the 6, these 3 were adorable for everyone to share. And I don't know if I'm going to give everybody all 3 books or if I'm going to scatter them among people who have new babies. Hold on, baby. And then this one is Big Bully Hippo. Big Bully Hippo is a very rude hippo indeed. Then one day something truly unexpected happens, and soon he learns the error of his ways. Simple words, delightful pictures. This uplifting book is perfect for sharing with young children. Okay. When Little Mouse ventures out of his nest for the very first time, he just can't believe his eyes. There are so many incredible sights and sounds, but what is this amazing place, he wonders, and who is it for? So sweet. The world is for everybody, Little Mousey. And Little Rabbit couldn't sleep. If I fall asleep now, there will be no one watching over me, thought Little Rabbit. I'll just have to wait for the moon. And so he did just that. You guys, I wanted to start a channel. I actually named a channel and haven't put any videos up. I wanted to have it child reared. I wanted to read stories. I wanted to do crafts with kids. I wanted to do easy little baking projects kids could do with their parents. I had all these ideas because I like that type of stuff. I did children's church for many, many years at my little church that has gone defunct. And I'm not going to lie, my kids loved me because I was hands-on, and I always made a project or an activity with the Bible story we were studying that week. I always created something hands-on. It was either an act kind of little play, it was a craft, it was something. And I had so much fun planning out the little activity for that lesson for that weekend. And I miss it. I enjoyed it so much. And I had thought about doing a little channel online. But with all the copyright stuff, I don't know that I can read books on YouTube. I don't. I might still do it. I have it. I have 3 channels actually. One was called I Choose Fitness because I was going to document my losing weight. A real attempt, okay? Not this perfect meal planning. Y'all were going to see me rolling around, sweating, dying, not being able to breathe while I was trying to do Zumba on video. Y'all were gonna see my trials and tribulations, my failures and successes. I was gonna keep it real with y'all because losing weight and being healthy is not easy. So I was just gonna track all that, and I never got around to doing it. I had the kid one, and then I had this one. So I had ideas, I just never got a hold of it. But I think the kid one would be a lot of fun. But anywho, I say all that to say I would love to read these books to you guys. Well, not to you guys, but to y'all's little kids, to y'all's grandkids, to y'all's nieces and nephews. I think it would be so stinking fun, but I really don't know what the rules are for YouTube. But anywho, little dude wanted to show you guys something, but before he shows y'all, hold on, baby. Before he shows y'all, please don't come for me. He absolutely knows the difference between right and wrong. He understands that violence is not anything that we're going to tolerate. He understands that violence leads you to jail or worse. He understands the difference, but he's very, very creative. And he made something that I was really impressed with. Come here, Peanut. And I don't worry too much because if he were to show any interest in the real deal, he will be trained with one just like I was. But he wanted to show you guys what he made. What did he make? Show your face.
Butterfly knife.
A butterfly knife?
Yeah.
Out of?
Legos.
Do you want to sit?
Yeah.
Oh, try to just made a butterfly knife out of Legos, huh?
Yeah.
I was really impressed. My brother trained me to use a butterfly knife when I was 13. I understood, just like he understands, it's not a toy. They are weapons. You can't hurt people with them. They are used for self-defense, switchblades and butterfly knives. And my brother trained me to use one. So I was trying to teach him how we had used one back in the day, the little tricks we could do with one. So when he gets older, if he'd like to, I can always train him on one. I may still be able to do it. I don't know. I remember learning I would nick the tops of my fingers, but I always knew the difference. It was just something a little tomboy girl learned from her big brother. But I just think it's kind of interesting that he's that creative, that he can make things that he wants, just wants to try. He's done it with characters out of characters you'll see on YouTube, like a cartoon he likes or a movie he likes, whatever. And I hear him wrestling in this Lego bin, and he'll show me that he made whatever character it was that he really, really enjoyed online. But it's just his creativity. I'm not worried. He could be a future artist. You don't know. But anywho, we are going to check ratings on Robert the Doll and settle down to watch a movie. So until my next go around, I hope you guys enjoyed this crazy day of mine. I just felt like hanging out with y'all. Even though y'all physically aren't here with me, I feel like y'all are. Like, I enjoy putting little things together for you so that we can like bond and hang out that way. So yeah, it was kind of all over the place. But till my next go around, thank you guys for watching. I hope you all have a good you too, huh? I think the water got to us. I hope you all have a good Saturday night and a great Sunday. And y'all might see me again tomorrow because tomorrow's my birthday. And I don't really do birthdays, but we'll see what the heck, if anything, I've come up with. I still have those 3 boxes of clothes that I need to get over to a thrift store, so who knows? But anywho, till my next go around, I love you guys bunches. Bye-bye.
Good night.
I didn't see you.
Good night.